I'm in therapy with my husband right now, and our therapist is a trauma-informed sex therapist. When I told her that I'm an ex-Mormon and a little bit about my background, she was like, what the hell is going on? I have 5 other ex-Mormons on my caseload coming to me for the same thing. The fact that my therapist has 5 other ex-Mormons coming to her for the same thing is not a coincidence. And the messaging around the Mormon church that they're raised in and how that's affected them as they got older and as they got into relationships and marriage, it shows a pattern. I also experienced SA when I was younger, and I didn't actually realize how many different times it happened. I started to remember more things. I did go through a bishop interview process afterwards, very uncomfortable, and having to relay the details of it. So common for us as ex-Mormons to need help in disentangling the teachings of obedience and purity and ideas around sexual worthiness. It really shows the effect of this cultural and behavioral religious conditioning that we were all put through. I learned early on in my marriage that just because I consciously didn't agree with some of the teachings in the church, it didn't mean that some of that conditioning didn't live inside of my system. That conditioning can carry over into your adulthood and often affect your relationships without you really even noticing. Decades later, I am finding the effect that these teachings have had on my ability to connect emotionally and physically. It's very confusing work, honestly. I experienced a version of this earlier in my marriage, but it's come up again in a different way. It's a little bit exhausting because it's like, when am I just going to be healed? But I know that's not how it works. Healing is a continuous journey, and things come up to be acknowledged and released. Happy healing, everybody.